The thing that I'm finding with mile training is that you look at the workout on paper and you think, oh, that looks really easy. And then you actually have to do it and you're like, Lord have mercy, this is actually harder than I thought. This is week 4 of mile training, where Olympian Nick Willis trains me, an amateur runner with minimal middle distance experience, to run my fastest mile. I'm currently on my way to the track at Paddington Recreation Ground, where we're going to be doing track intervals. Now, my understanding of track intervals is that it is a tool to help refine fitness from the long runs, hills, tempos, and smooth out your movements, basically helping me get around the track as economically as possible. Today's session is 5 times 200 meters with 1 minute rest. Then we've got 5 times 300 meters, again with 1 minute rest. And the target is to run each rep at your goal mile pace. So if I'm looking at low 5s, then for the 200s I need to run just over 38 seconds. But as you can imagine, when you get to 300s, you're going to be more tired, you're going to be more fatigued, it's going to become more challenging, so it's going to require greater effort. But what I found actually was working with the group, working with the other runners, definitely helped make it more manageable. And what I tried to focus on was not looking at my watch. And actually I was quite surprised when I actually finished the workout of actually how quickly I went. I actually surpassed my expectations of how quickly I was going to go. But man, did I have to work hard. I mean, this felt like my legs were on fire. I was really struggling to get the breathing down. But obviously that's going to be standard because you've got 1 minute break. It's not really a break because literally you're going and then you're backing on it again, literally. So it always feels like you're in deep water. It always feels like you're just fighting to swim there, but you're trying to do it as comfortably as possible.
So again, it's about a consistent session. Even if you want to start off a little bit slower at the start, a little bit outside your mile pace, and then build into it as you go. The worst thing is to go out too hard and then die towards the end of the session and get slower and slower and slower. Just think about starting steady, just like last week, standing tall, using your arms, thinking about your form and staying as relaxed as possible.
Okay, second 200 rep, got a minute recovery. Let's go again. Okay, 5th lap done, 200, minute rest, and back into 300s, times 5, ready to go. Okay, so 3rd lap, 300s, other 2 to go. It's a monkey day today, definitely feeling it, so 2 more to go, let's go again.
Okay, so I'm heading back home after today's session. It's about 10 o'clock right now. And yeah, so the session was 5 times 200 and 5 times 300 with a minute rest. But mate, that minute rest didn't feel very long, to be honest. Anyhow, I didn't get to the start on time, so I missed part of the warm-up in terms of the easy miles. But I got there in time to do the strides and all that kind of stuff, and literally it was just like straight into the frying pan, and like my lungs were burning as I just tried to keep going. So my focus was just to stick with the faster runners, and that pulled me through. I made a conscious effort not to look at my watch, but beforehand I was thinking what the aim was to run about 200s in half the time of your target mile pace. So trying to aim for just over 38 and a bit seconds, but they're all under, so that was really good confidence booster. But yeah, I really needed that warm up because it was literally just like burning lungs, that burning taste, that metallic taste you get in the back of your throat, so it felt good. So I've got that done, and yeah, just gonna get back home. I'm knackered now, so but tomorrow 5k in the morning, so it's going to be interesting. But I think the main thing, I think the point I'm trying to say is that like sometimes you just need to like know what your pace is and forget it and just literally just go by effort, because if you're running with a community group of people, like they will pull you along and you end up running at speed or faster. And actually surprised myself, I actually run, like I said, faster for all the splits than I intended to, so that was really good. I think it's definitely harder when you're doing it by yourself, to be honest. So all good, happy with that, and on to the next one now. The thing about running, sometimes you're not always up for the workouts and training. I got to this session, I was so tired. It's just been a long few days for work and family and whatnot, or getting the right recovery, and actually I just thought, do you know what, I'm not going to do a run beforehand, I'm just going to save the run for today. And that was just the best decision, because I didn't want to turn up tired, just wrecked. So that paid off. Sometimes you just got to know when to pull back and when to not do those runs. So yeah, not always straightforward, especially with training, but you just also just got to make sure you're listening to your body and paying attention to what it needs. 5k down at Vicky Park. I need to check my time, but I think I was definitely in the top 10 somewhere, so let's see what the final standings are. Great run, good to see other Heathsiders as well. Thank you for support, obviously great support as well by run through. So 5k done. First target was to get in top 10 place, and the second target was to get sub 18:30. So I achieved one of those. I got 4th place overall, and I got 18:40. So considering the weather, how hot it was, and I was just trying to go by effort, especially in these kind of conditions, and just try to stick with the leading runners. Interesting enough, actually, I saw one of my mates, he was pacing someone for the half marathon, and I think I was about 6th place at that time, and seeing him go past me like literally spurred me on, because they were doing, I think, the half marathon at the time, and I went with him, went past him, and I overtook 2 people, and I was just like, that gave me a massive impetus to kind of keep pushing forward. And yeah, just close those 2 places for the end. So that was a nice bit to actually get some racing in, compared to last weekend where I kind of started a little bit later the race and it was just a bit frustrating. So when you're racing other people, it makes it so much easier, to be honest, especially just to be pushed and be pulled along. So great day, happy with that result. 10 seconds closer to where I wanted it to be, and about 20 seconds faster than last weekend. So no, we're working in the right direction. I think all that speed work is definitely helping. Definitely get closer to that mark and get closer to my PB, which is around that 17 mark, which seems such a long way off. I'm not sure if you can actually count your PB, especially from years ago, but anyhow, yeah, 18:40, happy with that. So yeah, on to the next one. Actually, before that, I need to do a warm down first. So tomorrow is a club run, and great day. Looking forward to the next day training. So that's the end of the episode. Thank you for watching this part of the mile training series. I really appreciate it. It would really help me if you could please rate, subscribe, and leave a comment and share with your community. This helps this platform grow. And also I want to say a big thank you to Days. They produce alcohol-free ale and lager, and as a dad, to be honest, I can't drink when I get hungover. I just find like I'm always on alert, and also I just want to be healthy for running. So for me, it's a really nice compromise between the two, without having to live a monk's existence, but also being able to have a beer. So check them out. You can get 15% if you make an order using the code MarcusRuns15. Again, it's MarcusRuns15 to get 50% off your order. So again, check it out. Thank you for watching, and take care.